to the channel. Got an exciting one for you. We're going to pick up another Porsche. Pretty rare car. You guys just wait and see what it is. You'll get to see. It's I'm hoping it's the rarest of this model. It's checking all the boxes, the one everybody wants. So when we get there, I'll show you. And we're gonna get it back to the shop, go over it, go through it, see what it needs, and restore it. It's definitely worthy of restoring. So, all right, keep watching, guys. It's a good one. All right, we made it here. We're picking the car up. I didn't want to film with the owner here. He, I don't think he would have been happy about that. But right now I'm here with Peter. Where'd he go? There he is, the guy that's gonna make me restore this thing. Thanks a lot, Peter. Well, here's the car. You ready? All right, there she is, 1979 928. It's got some crazy low miles on it. Was it like 15,000 or something like that? One owner. It was painted. They wanted it black. It's supposed to be petro blue. Petro blue. Yeah. It's checking all the boxes to be original. Walk you around the car real quick. It's had a hard life sitting outside, but it looks cool. The snow on it and a little wet. Never buy a car in the weather. Know what they say? Never buy a car in the snow, the rain, or in the dark. Oh, no. Well, at least we got the light on our side. But it's pretty straight. You can see down the side here. It does run for a second and a half. We started it up quick, but it's got a fuel injection problem. But there she is, and bring it back to the shop and restore it.
Yeah, check back a couple months.
First we'll get it running. I'll bring it in the shop so we can actually move it around and then go from there and see how she looks underneath. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a good one here. I think you saw what we picked this car up. This is a 1978 Porsche 928. It's a rare one, and you're going to want to watch this. It's going to be a good video. It doesn't run right now. There's a lot about this car we'll show you. I'm going to go over a few things with it. It's a pretty awesome car. Not just because of I think it's awesome, it's its rarity. The rarity of this car is insane. It's actually a one of one, and just watch the video. I'll explain to you why it's one of one and how I found this out. I found it out after I bought it, which is interesting. This is not supposed to be black. That's one of the reasons why it is one of one, and it not being that it's black, being that it's supposed to be a different color. But it doesn't run right. It starts, but it doesn't stay running. We got to figure out that problem, and we'll do that in this video as well. But I'm going to give you guys a walk around. We'll get it up on the lift. It's been sitting outside for a while, so unfortunately, it's definitely seen some better days. There's an alleyway in Worcester for 12 years. So, but we're going to do a full restoration on this car and really just make it a streamlined butterfly. Just like we do everything else, right? And wait till you guys see the interior on that. That's the other thing that makes this rare. And then there's two more things. Makes it rare. So let's get into it. We'll get her on the lift, and I'll give you a walk around. All right, let's do it. All right, let's go check this. Let's go check this car out. Let's see. We got our first found a dent here. Not really a dent, just got whacked. But we walk around the car. You know, the lights are in good order. We'll get to the under the hood in a moment, and you can kind of see a little bit of the original color there, the petro blue metallic. A little bit cracking here. The fender got pushed in a little bit. These are pretty rugged fenders. If you look in there closely, you might see the interior. We'll get to that in a moment. The roof is just cooked. Yeah, I mean, it's just flaking off like cornflakes. Yeah, anybody want to eat this for breakfast tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, we got some she's sitting outside for a while. Some dirt in there. One of my favorite things about these cars is it has like the butthole hook right in the middle. Great getting it on a trailer, backwards, that is, which is the way we loaded it. Hello? 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 Gas? Hello? Got the magnesium wheels. You guys want to see in here? Oh, just kidding. There's a couple reasons why this car is so rare. One is no sunroof. Everybody wanted a sunroof on these. And it is Petro Blue Metallic with, you ready for this? You ready? Blue Porsche interior. That's what that is. It's blue checker. This is going to give you a better view of it right here. That's one of the rarities. As far as I know, it was never available in the States, the blue Porsche. Super rare. We got 13,000 miles on the clock, guys. It's been sitting a while, and that's why it's so trashed. We'll sew that back together. And the other rarity is 5-speed. Oh, horn works. And it's all complete. It's all in here. It's kind of trashed, but love this interior. She's a 10 of 78, so it makes her a 79. Just nice cockpit in this car. The lights. Let's turn, this is my favorite part on these. One of my favorite things. Oh, check out these lights, guys. Check these out. Isn't that just badass? Love it. That is just cool. That's just, look at that look. These are just great cars. Got all the lights working. No tails. No tail lights. Definitely a fuel pump. You guys hear that? All right, let's shut those lights off. Whoop. Beep. I love that. Now, it's doing something interesting. It's starting and stalling. We're gonna need a hood prop. Get the hood prop. Now, this is a V8 engine. The airbox is off of it right now. You can see down in here that the boot's off. And it's in the back of the car. It should be on it to run it, but it should start without it. I mean, has these mechanical injectors, which I absolutely love. It's got the nice CSI over here, which is everyone's headache, but I know how it works, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But here's a vacuum leak right here. You guys see that? That needs to be plugged off if this thing's gonna run right. And I don't see anything else. You guys see anything else missing in this? It looks like someone's been in over here. Let's go look over here. Oh, look at this. This must be for radio. These are the worst. Never use these guys. What do we got going on here? What's this go to? It goes over to some sort of box. This doesn't look fun. Looks like, oh, this goes to the distributor. Well, she's getting spark because I'll show you what it's doing. And then this goes into the car. All right, let's show you what she's doing. I'll get you set up over here. That's all we get. Starts and shuts off. So, what I want to do is I want to check fuel pump relay, which is under the dashboard. All right, let's go see why I'm suspicious of the fuel pump relay. So, I haven't touched this. The radio's here. We don't want to ruin that. It has the original radio, which is super rare. I'm glad somebody kept that. We even have the original window sticker for this. So, this was on the ground. Can you guys see that? That's a fuel pump relay. This is interesting. So the relays are all behind here, all 27 of them. I don't know if you guys can see all those relays. We need to get a light in here so you can see a little bit better. Let me go get a light. All right, I got you a light here so we can see a little better. Looked up online that, let me just see my phone here, which one the fuel pump relay is. I just looked this up on my phone, and the fuel pump relay looks like the one that's missing. And then what's the X5 one? that doesn't have anything in it. I'm looking at the way they have this set up. So this right here is our fuel pump relay. So we should be able to just click that over and it should start and run. This fuel pump relay, we don't know if it's any good. Let's try this fuel pump relay. It was on the floor in here. We'll maybe try it without the cover on it. If we can just push this over, it should keep the pump on. All right. And then we'll get something that is not metal and stick it in here and push that up. All right, let's do that. All right, let me show you guys what I've found. So I bypassed I put a card in the relay to keep it closed and it didn't do anything. But I've noticed that this fuse right here, number 17, was blown. So it's cranking right now and then shuts off, right? So crazy thing, so if I put a fuse in here in the 17 spot, no crank, look. And you can hear a drop in power, listen. So that right there, number 17, is the blower motor and AC clutch. So why, watch, I took it out. And it starts, and it actually runs a little bit longer after I take that out, which is very strange. So this is a kind of a mystery. All right, I got this undone here, and here's the fuel line here, and this is the injector right here. I'm gonna turn this over and we're gonna see how much fuel comes out of that. And if it doesn't have a lot of pressure, it will start for a second on the valve that's over here. I don't know if you can see that. Here, we'll show you. Here's the, get that rag out of the way. Here's the cold start injector and diaphragm valve, whatever you want to call it. You can see the fuel lines going here. There's an in and out. This is the intake right here. So it's literally firing on this. And then as soon as it notices it has spark, it goes to turn the fuel on and then it has no pressure. So the fuel pump is staying on. So let's get into this. Let's just see what happens when I turn it over. You guys see anything? Any fuel coming out? Alright. See how much fuel came out of there. A little dribble, I bet. It's just peeing out. There should be some pressure in there. There should be 40 psi in this. Right in there. 38 to 42 or somewhere in there. I mean, we're getting fuel in the fuel rail, but again, it's just a dribble. So we got a blockage somewhere. I'm thinking that either the pump is not pulling enough out of the tank through the old pump, or that fuel filter's plugged. So I'm gonna change out that fuel filter, maybe blow out the line and go from there. Let's go do that. The filter did, yay! All right. I can get both hands in there. Some stinky fuel, it's pretty old. We're getting fuel out this end, that's a good thing. But anyways, we got this apart. Oh, I hate fuel. I hate old fuel. Well, there's definitely some gunk coming out of it. I shouldn't just pour this on the floor, but I don't know if you guys see that, like, but that's this way, so it's coming out that way, but it's not really coming out that way too well. But let's we'll crank her over and you guys keep an eye on that. I mean, that's gonna be quite the PSI coming out of there. You guys might get soaked. All right, fire her up, see what happens. All right, fuel pump's working great. Plenty of pressure there, no prostate problems. Good flow. Good flow! All right, let's change this filter and see if we can get that better. New filter. I love the little, it's the world's smallest top hat, isn't it cute? I actually keep those because they're good to wear to parties. No, they're good to keep around. All right, we gotta go this way. Yeah, let's see. Make sure you follow the arrows for flow. If you go the wrong way, no good. I've seen it before. Tighten those up. We'll tighten them up. Tighten everything up, make sure it's secure, make sure it doesn't leak, and we'll fire it up again. See if it starts. All right, now we got the fuel filter changed. What I want to do now is I want to pull the lines off and blow air through them, or brake clean. This is the fuel distributor here. It's a Bosch fuel distributor. It's completely mechanical. There's no electrical pulses sent to the fuel injection. It actually spins in there and it works just like a distributor on your car. So as it goes around, it opens and closes valves to let them go through each line according to what cylinder it's firing on. So anyways, so I think these are plugged, or a couple of them are plugged, but also I want to pull out a spark plug. They're really tricky to get to, and they're in between the intakes. There's one there, there's another one here, another one there. You can get to them without taking the intake off, but they're just pretty tight. We've already had this plug wire off and it's not happy. I'm gonna pull that plug out. Let's get a look at it, see what it looks like. I have a feeling the plugs are fouled. I got new plugs. We'll throw some of those in there real quick, start it up, see if it runs better. If it's running a little better, but not great, we'll then go into the fuel lines. All right, let's do that. All right, let's give this a quick tune-up. I don't want any of that crap falling down in the cylinder. All right, this will be good enough. All right, let's take get a spark plug out. True test, maybe. Sorry about the compressor. It'll shut off. Best sockets ever, by the way. These guys are magnetic. They're auto lights. I don't know why I put auto lights in a Porsche, but that's okay. They're pretty carbon filled. Get you in here. If you look right there, pretty carbon filled, but not bad. It smells like fuel, but it's not wet, so they could be fouled. The gap is huge. The gap is gigantic. Why is the gap so big? I'm gonna change these plugs anyways. Now I know some people are probably gonna give me a hard time because yeah, those are NGKs. I couldn't get Bosches for it. I tried to order from 2 different places, but this is what I got. And they're V-Power. Yeah, the gap is so different. This is just a regular auto light, AP. They're not even probably the right plugs. Jeez, gap is huge. Kick a field goal through that thing. Anyways, let's change out the plug. It's gonna be a while, so yeah. Only because there's 8 of them and they're tricky to get to. A couple of them are. All right, got all the plugs in. We got the plug wires back on. Let's turn it over, see what it does. I mean, sometimes it's something simple, but I think it's a little more advanced than that. I think it's still a fuel issue. Yeah, it's still a fuel issue. Idling. Wasn't doing that before. Wow. Well, I had a lot of fuel in it that time. Better. Injectors, something's plugged. That's the longest it's run. It's better. Fixing itself. Stay running, girl. Get a light. And she's off. Won't let me rev it up. Alright, we got the one off, front cylinder here. See if we can stick this tube in there and, oh yeah, we got good flow. That one's got good flow. Alright, this one's good. At least it's cleaned out now. We know this one's good. Go on to the next one. We'll just keep doing this, rinse and repeat. And yeah, I'll get back if I find a bad one, but I'm gonna keep going through these. I found this on the turbo, on the 92 Pro Turbo had the same problem. It was misfiring because one cylinder was not firing fuel at all. I mean, there is an easier way of doing this. We should clean them out anyways, so not a huge deal, but the easier way would be just to undo all of them and see which see which one maybe has fuel coming out of it, which one doesn't, you know. Just crack them. Grab you guys. All right, come in here. All right, this one we know is good. This one should be pouring fuel, which it's not. Oh, it depends on where the distributor is, sorry. That one is dripping. That one's dripping. That one is dry. Oh, dripping. This one is very dry. You guys can see in there. She's very dry. And I feel no fuel in the end of that. This one's dripping. This one's running. And this one's dripping and running-ish. So you can see this one's just pouring fuel out of it. So, all right. We turn it over a little bit. See if we get fuel out of anything else. All right, let's go check. See what we got. We got some fuel out of that one. We got fuel out of that one. We got fuel out of that one. We got fuel out of all of them. We got fuel out of that one. Yeah, we got fuel out of that one and fuel out of that one. Well, maybe it's the fuel injectors. All right, let's check those. All right, so we're back over here. I got this loosened up. It didn't want to come out of the actual unit here, but part of the seal broke. But this is separate. This threads into this. But let's check to see if this injector's clean. I'm probably gonna, after this, I'm gonna drain the fuel. I have a suspicion that that fuel is just really bad. I'm just gonna take some brake clean. If you shove the straw all the way down in there, not all the way in, but just enough. You can see it has good distance, good stream. So I'm not suspecting this as a problem, unless it has a bad one somewhere, or a few bad ones by the way it's running. I'm gonna change out the fuel. It got better when I changed the fuel filter. But I'm gonna drain the fuel into a bucket, put some new fuel in it, see how it runs from there. You never know. Might fix it. The fuel lines aren't plugged, so we got fuel coming out of all of them. All right, I'm gonna go do that. All right, back to the fuel filter. Gonna pop this guy off. We're gonna let it literally drain right into a bucket from here. All right, this is what we're doing. Getting the rest of that fuel out of there. And you can hear the pump speeding up a little bit. It's a lot easier than pulling the lines down and doing all that. I'll just pump it right out. And this fuel looks pretty nasty. You want to burn the pump out, so. The fuel keeps it cool, the pump itself. Does it ever end? Glad it wasn't full. All right, we're gonna let this finish up. That sounds kind of funny. And put some good fuel in it. This is nasty. All right, so right now, I undid the fuel lines way up in there. You guys can't see them because you need a light. Oh, look, I left it on over here for us. So those fuel lines, that's the inlet fuel line right there. So I undid those. It actually came apart pretty easy. I was surprised. I'm gonna blow some air from the back to the front and just clean out the fuel that's in there. I know we got a lot in the system up there. I'm gonna try to break another line up there and get some fuel out of that as well. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, going in at the end here off the fuel filter. See that? Just gonna give it some coming out up there. Yeah, see it. All right, that's clear. All right, I got all the fuel lines off up here. I'm gonna turn it over a few times. We still got the coil disconnected. This one I'm trying to get more fuel out of the system. I see some fuel happening up there. Let's go see what we got going on. Probably have fuel going everywhere. Yeah, we got fuel everywhere. All right, let's get those connected back up and give her a crank. Let it run a little bit more. Still thumping, it's gonna stall. There it goes. Oh, I thought it was gonna stall. She's teasing us. I don't see any leaks. I think once that good fuel gets to her, she's gonna open right up, smooth right out. What do you think? Comment below if you think it's gonna do it. We gotta let her run a little bit here. Oh, it's exciting. Don't go anywhere, guys. It's gonna smooth out, I'm telling you. Oh, it's a little better there. Oh. Oh, let's give her another crank. There's still some nasty fuel in there. I think she's gonna clear out. I think she will. All right, running a little better. I'm using some brake clean here. It runs a little bit better when I give her some. It sounds like when it's getting that, it's running on all four, it's backfiring. That seems to me like vacuum. Engine sounds great. Yeah, I think we got a vacuum leak somewhere. I think we're gonna have to call it a night, working after hours at the shop. I mean, it's idling. It wasn't idling before. Definitely changed some stuff, changed the fuel. I thought it would run better. I mean, it's running a little bit better, but... And she's done. Yeah. That fuel should have gone through there by now, the new fuel. When you hit the gas, it doesn't do anything. Gotta be something with the fuel distributor. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. All right, guys. I tried tonight. I might end it here. We'll come back to it on another day and see if we can get this thing, take it out for a drive. But as of right now, I'm getting a little tired. It's late. Want to go home and see my my ladies. Anyways. That would be my wife and kid, so just running. But yeah, so guys, thanks so much for watching. Channel's doing really good. Please subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I'll keep making videos. I'm trying to do, I do one a month, but I want to do more. I'm gonna try to work after one day a week or whatever and just work on a video. So I'll probably just put this one up so you guys can get a video to watch. We'll get this thing running, I promise. It's running better. It's idling. We'll get it. But Thanks for watching. Tune in next time, guys. All right, take care. Bye.